All right, guys, I just wanted to preface this video. This is how to play HCF in 2023. So I'm going to be playing as a default rank on Viper MC on the HCF game mode, which is pretty much stands for Hardcore Factions. It's a game mode all about PvP that you can play by yourself, with a friend, or with a team. And it really is just all about PvP and getting the best stuff you can and killing as many players as possible and having fun that way. So yeah, we're pretty much going to get into it. I'm going to be explaining basic concepts, tips and tricks from my point of view, and just playing as a solo to show you guys the experience that you can have if you play HCF and basically what you should do if you do play. So guys, leave a like down below, enjoy the video, but yeah. All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Viper Start of the World video, but this time we are on a default account with no rank. So that is correct. You probably read the title. You're reading my IGN, How to HCF 2023. That is what this series is about, is how to play HCF in 2023. Now that it has made a return on Viper, of course, play.vipermc.net is the best server IP to use, or if you want, you can use MeeZoid.vipermc.net. But if you do want to support me directly and yourselves when you log on the server, we got to do /redeem MeeZoid, okay? Obviously, we're taking advantage of this as a default rank because it's going to give us some free loot and some money to start off with, which all of you guys can do. There's no limitations on this. Just do it and claim those rewards every single map. Okay, so we got elite keys. Unfortunately, that's like, I think that's actually the better key of that tier, but it's also like one of the worst. I would have preferred a revival crate or a partner crate, but we got unlucky from what it looks like. Okay, so somebody has already messaged me, hi MeeZoid. So this is how you should do it, okay? If you're a default rank, you want to get into HCF, it's actually not as bad as it used to be. People say that it's super hard, but like last year or 2 years ago, I used to do so many default series, and like it's actually not that bad. So first thing we're going to do, open up these keys. This is going to give us a really good boost. That's why you guys got to do redeem MeeZoid. You'll get those free donator rewards. So instantly, 96 iron blocks. That is really helpful because that's enough for an auto brewer if we build the classic auto brewer, which now you don't have to. You can actually buy a lazy brewer right here, which is basically an auto brewer condensed into one, and 48 blocks of gold. That's gonna be helpful for glistering melons because all you need is you only need one golden nugget to craft a glistering melon. I will show that later. That's like a custom recipe, I believe. All right, the next thing we're going to do is actually do /vote. We have a vote crate. Anyone can do this. You can do it every single day. I think you can actually probably do it multiple times per 24 hours. I know it says only 24 hours, but these websites, I think you can do it like every 12 hours. Alrighty, we just went ahead and voted. We got 2 vote keys now. We can get a lot of good stuff from this. I'm kind of hoping for, actually, I don't really know what I'm hoping for. One of these keys would be really nice. First thing, 16 blocks of diamond, and next was, I actually don't know what we got there. Okay, turns out there was a bugged reward with the vote key, so we actually didn't receive anything right there. Okay, we just opened it now. We got the key back. We got another 16 diamond blocks. Okay, so that's actually very helpful. Basically, guys, we have $1,200 because /redeem gave us 1,000. You start with 250. I FD alt into our balance. So in case you don't know like any of the commands for HCF, I am going to be explaining those in this series. So all you got to do is FD all. That will put it into your like faction bank account, and that cannot be accessed by anyone other than leaders, co-leaders, or officers of your faction. So that money is used in the shop. There's the buy shop, block shop, and sell shop. Block shop is literally just for building stuff. Buy shop is the main stuff that you actually will need for your base. If you want to make farms, which we're going to have to because we need a source of getting melons so that we can brew pots. We need sugarcane so that we can make a full enchanter. We need blaze rods so we can make brewing stands. Potatoes are just for food. Nether wart you're going to need for pots as well. Slime ball you will need for a auto brewer if you build the classic one because you need a sticky piston, and that's slime balls. Gas tier is a bard effect, so we won't need that. Cows you can do as well, make a cow farm. Cocoa beans, don't even know why that's there. Ink sack, I'm pretty sure that's just for dyeing like archer sets. Actually, maybe that's what that's for as well. I do have, actually, let's just sell some stuff, okay? I think we could sell, oh yeah, we can sell 16 blocks of iron for 1,500, so we'll sell a little bit of this. Honestly, I could sell the majority because the only thing we need iron for is hoppers for the auto brewers, but I could just buy a lazy brewer. So honestly, I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell the iron in exchange for a lazy brewer that we will keep. That's $10,000 down the drain, but it's pretty much an auto brewer without having to do anything. We'll sell some gold. We'll sell some diamonds, and I think that's what we'll do. We'll have 4.7k. I think I need to buy, let's just get some sugarcane just in case. We'll get carrots for invis pots. Oh, and melon seeds. Okay, that's like the only farms you really need. Unless you think you need food, then you get potatoes, which, you know what, I might need that, so we'll do that too. We have about $3,000 exactly to get a claim. I think that's more than enough for a solo, which actually I might invite people this series as well, so we'll see about that. But I will sell another 16 blocks of diamond just to get $5,000 for the claim. All right, we are going to go in the cow pits and get enough leather to craft an archer set so we can get speed 3 during this period that we have invincibility timer. So if you log on after Start of the World, you have 1 hour invincibility timer, which you can go to pretty much everywhere with except the end. Speaking of invincibility timer, if you do log on for Start of the World, which is Saturday at 2 p.m. EST, you will get Start of the World timer, which is the best timer out there because you can access the end and the nether and all claims freely without taking any damage. That's why you want to be on for Start of the World. So yeah, the archer class is pretty much a quad acquired by having a full leather set, and then it'll give you speed 3, res 2, and you can also like, deal archer tags, which is a whole nother thing that deals more damage to players, as well as using speed 4 sugar. So if you use a sugar, you'll get speed 4, and a feather, you'll get extra jump boost. And the last two things I'll mention about spawn is there is a tutorial NPC, which you can right click to see the tutorial of like all the basic ideas of HCF, and there is a nether portal. Okay, so you can go through the nether with starting timer or PvP timer, or I guess invincibility, and you can have access to the black market, which we'll look at later. We can't use that right now because that's a whole different currency we don't have. Guys, there is a kit starter. Okay, so you don't even really need to do what I just did. I mean, you can, because I did it. I just explained like all the logic of the stuff I bought, but kit starter literally gives you like all of the stuff you'll need. Literally everything I just bought, it gave me, or it can give you. So I'll redeem this when we actually get a claim. It also gives you an E4 pickaxe. In case you don't know what the roads are, they're pretty much just like roads that go in every single direction from spawn. Everyone goes south road because if you go into the end and you leave the end through their end portal, you will spawn on south road. So you want your base to be as close as possible to that exit point, which this guy's camping right now. You can see that's where you spawn in. Look, there he goes. They're fighting people. I actually think we just found a spot. It's really far out. It's really griefed, but that's actually kind of helpful because that means it's already kind of flattened already. I'll just flatten it to this level. So, I mean, you can see the borders of these claims. So I'm actually going to start claiming from as close as I can. F claim. So when claiming, guys, this is how to claim. Okay, let me give you a little explanation. You type /F claim. It tells you how in chat. You left click at a corner of the land you'd like to claim. You right click on the second corner, and then you do shift and you click with the wand. Okay, so we're going to place our first claim pillar right here. Has to be 1 block away from enemy claims. That's like a guarantee. You have to do that. And we're going to run as far as we can and pretty much see the cost. So if I right click right here, here's the second claim pillar. That would be my claim right there, which is $25 only, and it's a 9x9 claim, which is kind of really small. You don't want that. We'll go right here, and I like to do a square. So a 44 by 44 is 2.7 thousand, and I think that's plenty of space. It goes from there to there. That is definitely a good size claim. So let's make sure our money is deposited. It is. It'll take it right out of our balance. We have now claimed, and the rest of our money, if I do FWHO again, it'll update to the lower amount. So there we go. This is our claim, guys. So again, like I said, I'm going to be explaining everything. A faction claim is pretty much your home. Nobody can break or place any blocks in your claim except you and your faction members. Okay, so it's your home, your base, your protection. You want to make something here that you can reside in, store your stuff in, and just make sure you don't get killed in. Okay, because if you're in the wilderness, you can be killed. What I want to do now is make use of kit starter. Again, I should have talked about that way earlier because there's a reason we made kit starter. We made it as easy as possible for anybody to play, okay, and to get set up. And kit starter gives you, like I said, a full loadout of pots, all the stuff you need. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that, and we're going to use the wood from it. So I'm going to go ahead and make a crafting table. We'll put this into the ground, probably like right in the middle, so it's in our base. And I'm going to make some chests. Again, guys, your own claim is yours and your factions only. Nobody can access your chest unless you go raidable, okay? And raidable is a term that we'll probably talk about later. That's when you die so many times that your claim can be destroyed and accessed. So a couple pro tips. Number one is obviously you get an E4 from the kit starter. We got lucky and got like an E5 right off the bat from our keys. But let's say you didn't get an E5. What we have on Viper is really, really nice. So if you actually craft a diamond pickaxe, it will instantly make it into an E4. Okay, so instantly avoid any enchantments. You can craft 2 of these and combine them into an E5, which is really good because that's how you insta-mine when you get haste. So to get haste, you actually got to equip a full iron set. This is one of the best sets for mining, obviously, because, I mean, it gives you haste, it gives you invis under a certain Y level, it gives you night vision, and it's pretty much what everyone uses when they mine because of the haste right there. And also, this is like something that's kind of irrelevant unless you really care about it. The more diamonds you mine, the more effects you actually unlock. Like, you can actually get res, you can get regen and stuff like that, but honestly, it's not too viable, so no one really does that anymore. But yeah, now that we have haste 2 by equipping the full iron set, with an E5, we can insta-break stone like that. And just to be super transparent on why I'm flattening out the claim, guys, with your base, you want it to be as least toxic terrain as possible so that it's easy to get inside your base in case somebody is killing you from the outside. So obviously flattening it out and just making like a simple box or base is the best way to go about that, so you can't get like, you know, brick walled on the terrain or anything like that, or just get stuck in it. It's a good thing we have an invincibility timer. We are seeing our first enemy right there, so that's what I'm telling you guys about. You guys want to make use of the invincibility timer. Otherwise, if you were off timer, like, we'd be dead right here. We would just be dead. Okay, you'd crit us out. Guys, I don't know how. I just got 2 challenge keys. Apparently, I don't know what challenge I did. Maybe it was break sand or something. But they just, like, the new challenge starts. I actually have no idea what I got in place, but I got 3rd place of a challenge. It was probably like break sand because, I mean, I'm breaking a lot of sand right now. But that's actually crazy because, like, I just got on when the challenge was ending. So these are actually, wow, these keys are really, really good. Okay, these are like on par with the seasonal keys, which are like donator keys with like the best armor, some partner items, stuff like that. So that's actually really, really good. Okay, we actually have our class ultimate ready. I wasn't really going to talk about these, but I just got reminded to do it. So in this class, the way to get your class ultimate is by mining ores, obviously, because it's, you know, meant for mining. But for other classes, it's different ways. Like archer, you have to land archer tags. For bard, you have to use effects and stuff like that, which we'll get into another time. But this one mines 3x3. So I think it works on sand. If it does, I'm going to activate it by shift right clicking and then just start mining. Oh yeah, see, this is actually helping us out a lot. Oh wait, I should probably use the, oh, I should just use the shovel. What am I doing? Wait, it's going to run out. I totally threw. But yeah, so that is how it works, and you can see it's pretty helpful. Guys, I'm about to actually finish up with the base, but something I need to let you guys know about is the key alls and partner package alls. They actually happen super frequently. We announced them in Discord prior to them happening. You can see right now, a partner package key all will take place in 3 minutes. So everyone on the server gets a partner package, and it happens with like all the keys multiple times a day, especially on Start of the World Day. But like right now, it's later into the week, and we're still getting them. So okay, we just got a partner package from the partner package key all. Like I said, we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna get Eye of MeeZoid, which is a partner item, and a P1 diamond chest plate. So we'll get into all this sort of stuff soon about partner items and all that. Your base is going to have a few key things, okay? Some of those will be the chest room, okay, because that's where all your stuff is. You'll probably have your armor chest, your pearls chest, your gunpowder, your brewing stuff, and just any miscellaneous stuff. You'll have a potion storage area, because usually that's separate, and it's used like hoppers and stuff like that, so it consistently transfers stuff. Then typically you'd have a actually built auto brewer, which does take up a lot of space, but like I said, guys, we have the lazy brewer, which is a single block, so we don't really need that. All right, so this is the box size I chose. I went 10 blocks in every direction, placed down a corner piece, and kind of just connected all of it. So we do have a square. I think this is big enough, but yeah, so I'm going to build this up. I do have 2 entrances right here, and usually what I do is I put up another little pillar right here, and we fill in all of these gaps with fence gates. That's like a very safe entrance you can do. So that means you have 2 entrances right here, and then when you get in, you're still protected by another layer into your main base in case they chase you in here. You can probably do this, and if you really wanted to go like extra, you could add another layer of fence gates. Okay, the full box is done. I only have 8 minutes of starting timer left, so I definitely want to make use of that by actually going out to get wood, because right now we have no wood at all, and wood is definitely a key thing you need when building a base, obviously, because we need chests, we need everything that we need to build. Don't even have enough fence gates to block this up. I did set my F home, so setting an F home is basically setting your team or your faction's home, which you can TP to at pretty much any time as long as you're out of combat by typing F home. It takes 10 seconds when you're in your claim or in wilderness. It takes 20 seconds when you're in somebody else's claim, just so you guys know. All right, guys, our invincibility timer has just expired. So that means if we find anybody, they can definitely kill us. Okay, so we got to be on the lookout, but we are super far out on the map. By the way, didn't say this yet, the world border is 3,000 in every direction. So it is like a 6,000 by 6,000 world, and it ends at 3,000 every direction. But yeah, guys, we have had our first hour of gameplay pretty much so far, other than like the time that we spent in spawn. And honestly, not bad. We already have our base set up, or I guess our box set up. We're getting wood. We actually have a decent amount of wood already. I could probably F home and get away with this, because now that we have the lazy brewer, we don't really need all that chest storage for, like, you know, putting in bottles and all that. So maybe we can F home. All right, guys, it's been a little while. We have all the wood we will need for our base, probably even to build like a real auto brewer. So I'm gonna F home. Again, we have no invincibility timer anymore. I did block up the base, but we did set our F home. So that does mean if anyone F who'd us, which you do F who and then the player faction, it does say their coordinates, how many they have online, their balance, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they could find where our base is, but obviously we blocked it in, so we should be fine. All right, so the first thing we're gonna build in the base is probably the chest room, just so it's easy to continue getting set up and stuff like that. So you're gonna need a lot of chests, as many as you really want. I usually get like a decent amount, especially because we have a lot of wood now. All right, so now that you have your chests done, you want to probably organize them. That's the best way to go about it. I have a certain way that I usually do it, so I'll go ahead and get started on that. This is usually the way I go about it. Honestly, it's not too complicated. I just kind of think of it this way. So I do Vals 1 and Vals 2. That's like for valuable blocks, anything that costs money. You got crapples and gapples, as well as food. Then you have netherwort, melons, glowstone, gunpowder. Those are the 4 key ingredients for health potions, and then any miscellaneous brewing materials. Then you got the iron sets, the gold sets, the chain sets, as well as like the respective classes. So we got pickaxes, tools, class effects, gold swords, and then you have a glass, wood. Gold swords is for a class called a rogue, which we'll probably talk about later down the line. We got a wood chest and just block chest, mob drops for miscellaneous stuff, and that's pretty much like everything. Like, you should be able to sort everything from that. I mean, you could probably make a farming mats chest just in case. All this other stuff though, we're going to be using for like armor storage, just because again we are solo, so I'm not going to make the advanced like hopper system for it. I'll do helmet, chest, legs, boots, and then we'll do swords. We'll put pearls right here as well. We'll put bows right here, and then we'll put partner items right here, which to dictate that, I'll do subclaim. I'll just do partner items. Okay, Okay, everything we have to our name is currently organized in these chests. What I'm going to do now is go to spawn and open up these challenge keys. Those are actually very, very good, like I said earlier. So wait, I didn't just get, okay, for some reason I thought I got invis-rated. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run to spawn and hopefully get some good loot from these keys. All right, guys, we have made it to spawn. Let's open up these challenge keys. This could be very, very good for us. Oh, I think they're right here. Yes. Okay, so challenge keys, once again, look, this is like really good. P2, custom enchants, a lot of stuff. Okay, open up first one. We're going to get a fire aspect. That's good. I really would have like a looting right now because that would help when we're grinding mobs for certain stuff like gunpowder. Did get some blocks and emerald. We did get fire res though. That's actually good. And next thing we're going to get is, dang, honestly, not that great. We got depth strider, which is okay. Some more vals, but I really wanted like some armor pieces. Okay, so this video has mainly been about how to like get started on like start of the world day, what you need to do. So I'm going to going over like how you need to build your base, the key terms you need to know. What we need to do to actually finish up our base is just the farms, and we do need soul sand for that. So I'm actually going to head out. I'm going to go west. I think west is like a spot that nobody really goes to. Yeah, that guy's naked, so we're good. All right. If we die, that would be really bad because we have all of our stuff on us. There are also usually vanilla dark, or not dark fortresses, but like, you know, regular fortresses that you can get nether wart from on Start of the World. But obviously it's not really needed because again, we have kit starter to make it as easy as possible for you guys. Okay, we have all the soul sand we need. So now we can finish up our base. All we've got to do, make that nether wart farm, probably only make a melon farm. I don't really need a sugarcane farm or anything like that because my need for sugar is not like high at all. So that'll be everything we need. Then we'll place down the lazy brewer, brew out our first loadout of potions with the stuff we got from kit starter. Okay, I'm currently in the mines right now because we actually need to get some water, which I just found, and we also got a little bit of obsidian. We got to make an enchantment table, as well as I just need water for the farms. All right, guys, our 2 farms are done. I know our base is looking pretty cluttered right now, but again, we don't really need that much space because of the fact we're doing a lazy brewer. So time to actually place it down and show you guys how it works. You place it down, you can open it up as a special UI. You put your ingredients on this side, which by the way, you can read all this in the book, but I'm not going to do that. Put your ingredients on this side, and you put your water bottles. Actually, they're not water bottles, they're just regular glass bottles on the right side. So what's really helpful about this system is that it actually has its own internal storage, meaning you guys can not actually have to make a pot storage or anything like this. You can just use this storage. So that's why it's very, very convenient. And then you just start the brewer. So that's all you do. It's going to go ahead and start brewing these out. And that's it for that. Another thing that's important about a base is your nether portal. Obviously, you're going to need another portal to get to the nether and back to spawn quicker. That's the easiest way to get to spawn. But there are some certain ways you're supposed to build it. Pretty much what you're supposed to do is build it away from a wall. You don't want your fence gates connected to it because there's a thing called nether portal rating that when somebody goes through your nether portal, if there's a block in front of it, it will break the block. So if I had fence gates right here and someone went through this portal, it would break my fence gates and they'd be right in my base. So nether portal rating is a thing on HCF where you pretty much go in the nether, you like divide the overworld coordinates by 8, you make a portal there and you can go through it and you actually access that portal. It is kind of hard to do when there's like a lot of nether portals in a single region, like pretty much right on South Road. Okay, so to check in on the brewer, it's already done. We can it already says not brewing. It's all in the internal storage. So those are the only potions we have. That's why kit starter is like, it's not like a Hail Mary play, but it is a play that you get one inventory loadout to get more potion materials, and then you're kind of screwed, or you kind of go from there. But if you die with it, you're kind of screwed. It's going to be a little bit harder to get potion materials. You need to get gunpowder. The only place to get that is in the nether or the end, which are both hot PvP zones. And we'll craft our enchantment table. We are going to need this so we can level 1 enchant all of our gear, as well as books for like protection and stuff like that. So it will be very helpful. But guys, that's pretty much the base done. Okay, so obviously HCF bases have changed a lot since there's lazy brewers. That condenses everything, and it's very, very helpful. Again, I just recommend make money, get the brewer. It's way easier than the process of actually having to make a auto brewer. But yeah, there's that. You can also connect this to a storage. By the way, you can turn on hopper transfer. If there were hoppers under this, you could like lead it into a chest. I just use the internal storage because it's a lot easier. All right, let's go ahead and enchant our diamond legs. I think that's the only ones we can get. One right there, and then, oh shoot. All right, we got that. Okay, so this is our first diamond set, guys, and we're going to use this in the next episode to go to nether with our sharp 2 sword and try to get both glowstone, gunpowder, and maybe see if we can get to Treasure Island and get some loot from there. But it's going to be very, very risky. We have 1 inventory loadout of pots, no pearls at all, and no speed either. So I'm going to brew some speed pots. But guys, that's going to be all for the first episode. I know I talked a lot, but honestly, the point of the series is to try to explain about HCF to players that don't know about it. And I know that will be a lot of repetitive information, but it is better than nothing. Okay, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Peace.